morning to you.
Good morning, Ashley. How are you doing? Are you doing good? I'm doing good. Hello! Welcome to the Shy
Lee.
Show. So, what was your da-da-da-da? Oh, wow. Okay. I forgot I was there.
Hair sticking in my
Face there. I don't whisper in the mic. Whisper in the mic.
You can pretend. Where is your tripod?
Honestly, I don't know if my tripod will hold a big old iPad.
That's good. Hold on, you can't see me. Okay, that's better. Let me see. Hey!
We're not screaming at each other so the video can hear us.
Good morning.
Good morning.
This is Monday morning.
Monday morning.
Why are you so goofy?
Why are you so red-faced?
So, if you should know, I don't have any makeup on. I did put my eyebrows on, mascara. But I went and got a facial this morning. Thank you, Stacy. Got to preserve the skin.
Looks like a bee.
So, I brought us Christmas mugs because November 1st is Christmas to me.
You can't skip over Thanksgiving.
I don't. You Thanksgiving people. I don't. I love Thanksgiving just as much as Christmas. And I can still enjoy Thanksgiving with all my Christmas trees up. So anyway, and guess what? She wouldn't drink out of it because she is not an early. And this is not coffee if you're wondering why my straw's in here. I've had too much coffee this morning, so this is my protein shake I drink every day. I've been drinking
She needs to quit drinking so much coffee on a Monday morning and save it for our show.
I can't when you get up at 4 o'clock.
I mean, I got up early too.
I can't have you didn't have coffee.
I'm having it now. It's like a weird protein shake out of a mug with a straw.
It says believe. Thank you, Julie, for this cup. I got it for Christmas last year, and I carry it all year long because guess what? I think it means believe, like in Santa Claus because it's Christmas. But I carry it all year, and people make comments about my Christmas cup, and I'm like, believe. I'm a believer of Jesus.
Believer of Jesus.
So I carry this all year, and that's what my belief means. Carry on. Run. Hey!
Be to leave. Okay. Do you want to start with the highs and lows, or do you want to finish with the highs and lows?
Let's start with them.
We're starting with the highs and the lows.
And if you can't hear Cheyenne, please tell her, because she talked way better than she used to, but she used to whisper all the time. I'm like, I have no idea what you're saying.
I grew up with as a very shy child.
I did
now
too.
I am watching my child be like I was, and it drives me crazy. But I gotta remember, I was the same way.
So talk louder.
I'm trying. We don't have our mics today because they're dead. And
I think it's better, don't y'all?
well, I just feel like I'm screaming.
This is preparing your voice.
For what?
To talk louder.
To talk on a stage
Ooh,
without a mic.
you think we'll be talking on stage one day?
If we're talking on a stage, we have a mic.
Anyway, what was your high and your low?
Okay.
You're sitting up weird like me.
I feel like I gotta sit so close to the camera. Okay. My coffee is really hot. And I'm sweating.
And she said, I'm not drinking out of a Christmas mug because I don't believe in Christmas this soon.
They can't hear you. You're whispering too quietly. They can hear me. And she said I brought my fall mug.
Excuse me, that looks spring to me.
Okay, yellow can be a fall color too.
With some burnt orange in there. This is spring yellow. Flowers, birds. The birds are in Florida now. The flowers are dead.
I saw a bird this
That's
morning.
funny.
FYI.
There are birds around. I know.
That's funny. Get all of our dramatic moments out.
Okay.
Okay. Oh.
Your high and your low.
My low. Let's start with lows.
Okay.
My low light
I mean, I can tell you a low light of your life.
Oh, what's my low light of my life?
So we were at a Halloween party Thursday.
What was my low light of my life?
I mean, I don't know what you think it is, but I went with you all weekend. She went with me all weekend. Anyway, we were at a Halloween party Thursday night. And it was like 8:30, almost 9 o'clock. And she was like, I gotta drive to Charlotte to my husband's race. And mind you, she's been dressed like a granny, because we all dressed like grannies here for Halloween.
Well, let me just put a pause on that. We were all dressed as grannies here for Halloween. Okay, fine. We're all dressed as grannies here for Halloween, right? So I'm sitting up there. I said, okay, in my mind, I'm like, I'm gonna wash my hair because I am leaving to go straight to Concord after this Halloween party.
You didn't
tonight.
say that in your mind, you said it out loud. That's exactly why I washed my hair. Not because you did, but because I was tired of being a granny.
Will you let me finish?
Yeah, go ahead.
In my mind, I'm thinking, let me wash my hair today while I'm here because I'm not gonna have any other time to wash my hair because I was going straight to Concord after this Halloween party we were going to. And I really didn't want to wash my hair in a camper because that's annoying. So, guess what? I went to Ashley. I said, I think I'm going to wash my hair so I
That's
can...
why she washed it a few weeks ago, remember? At a truck stop because she was camping and didn't want to wash her hair in the camper. Anyway,
Yes,
carry
so, I mean, you know, I already got fussed at for going to a truck stop, so I didn't want to have to do it again.
on. Nothing wrong with truck stop.
That's not what she said a few weeks ago. Anyways, so I told Ashley, I'm gonna wash my hair before I go. She's like, I thought we were gonna be dressed as grannies when we go to the Halloween party. And I said, well, yeah, but I just really wanted to wash my hair and I was gonna just dress up as something else. Well,
That's the last thing I heard about it.
no, she said, I am getting off at 5 o'clock. The party at 6. There's no way I'm going to be able to change clothes. I'm going to have to go as a granny. So then I was like, all right, I'll just go as a granny.
I didn't hear that part. I had cut her off. I was not listening to her anymore.
Well, you know what? I'm cutting her out. Cut it out. Okay.
So,
So, let me tell you something. We show up at this Halloween party, right? I'm there first. I enhanced my
she
green
looked more
wrinkles.
like a granny at this Halloween party than she did all day at work. I was like,
I made my hair even whiter. I put some
Heavy wrinkles
socks on. Heavy wrinkles. I really had it going on. I got all on my neck, everything. And do you know, this heifer comes walking up.
I thought this was nice and encouraging.
Nope. This is one of my lows, okay? This heifer comes walking up in these cute cowgirl boots with her hair freshly washed, blown out, shiny and pretty. Got this cowgirl hat on and she's walking around all cute. And here I am. What are you doing?
I get there and I about pee in my pants because she was like, Cheyenne, I thought you wasn't coming as a granny.
I said, I came as a granny for you.
I didn't know. I shut her off and I did not know that she was going to be even more a granny. I didn't know she was going to age 20 more years when she got home.
I would have loved to have had washed hair as I drove from Lancaster to Concord, which is an hour and a half away at 10 o'clock at night.
Did you know about the race? Before you came to the party, I would not have came to the Halloween party. Even though it's the best Halloween party ever.
I knew.
Strawberries and bananas. Blueberries.
I don't know if y'all can hear that. You probably couldn't because we got the mics on. She just burned in my face. Anyways. Yes, I knew I was going to the race. Trying to do it. I can't see. I got tears in my eyes. So yes, I knew I was going to the race after the Halloween party. That was my original plan.
I know that. No. I thought we had talked and you said you were going to get up early Friday night.
I couldn't decide weeks before what I was doing, but a few days before I had decided I was just gonna leave after the race and just that way my girls would just fall asleep on the way there. I could just put them into bed and I wouldn't have to wake them up really early that morning.
What time did you get out of your granny costume?
Oh, guess what? So we pull up, right?
To where? You gotta be specific.
The race. Our camper. We pull up to the camper, which was right across from the racetrack. So all the racetrack people were over there.
We're at your camper?
Yes. And I get out, and my husband was like, "What? Why are you? What is going on?"
Why are you still dressed like a granny? For what time was it?
Like 11 o'clock.
She has now been in this granny outfit for well over 12 hours.
Well, you know what? Granny pulled up. My husband ain't got nothing together in the camper, so I got all the camper together. I start rolling the on and out. I lay out the mat. Granny puts the lights up. Granny puts the chairs out. Everybody coming by. Hey, I'm like, hey.
At least it was Halloween though.
It took them a minute to realize who I was. I don't know why. But anyways.
The wrinkles.
So yeah, I was a granny that night thanks to her. So then, by this time it was like 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning. I had to go to the bathhouse to wash my hair because it has pressure and enough hot water to last me my whole shower.
Because our hair was teased from Wednesday night because we were old school beauty shop workers. And then it still was teased and it had all this spray, glitter spray, gray spray, white, hair
I
spray.
needed the pressure to get all that junk out. So that was my funny moment. Not too bad of a low, but it was just
Like a hiccup, you know, in the plan.
I thought you were gonna laugh at that. You didn't. She only thinks she's funny. She don't think anybody else is funny.
I do think other people are funny.
She
It
thinks
just,
was funny.
it just takes a lot to make me laugh.
Her posting the 7 videos on her Instagram made her laugh.
Okay, so I accidentally posted a video 7 different times.
That was us with our hair teased as the old school beauty shops girls.
And anyway,
I'm sorry, the old school beauty shop girls. I don't know if you heard that. I mean,
they can hear you.
I don't feel like they can. I feel like I've gotten to like.
I think you guys can hear her. I
Can you
bet
hear
when
me
you're
now?
editing, you can put.
Can you hear me now?
I bet when you're editing, you can turn the volume up. You think?
No, I don't think. I don't know.
What was your
If you
high?
can, I don't know how to do that. My high. Oh, another low. Another low was my husband prepares for this race every year. He gets so excited about it. He never has good luck at this racetrack ever.
Sounds
So
like
guess
we
what?
don't need to go.
Oh, would I love that moment. But anyways, so he prepares for it. He does all this work, hard work. He works on that race car all the time. But anyway, so he gets there. Start of the heat race. They do heat racing to determine where you start at in the main event, right? So as they're going, they don't even make a turn. They going straight, and then the guy just turns into him and pushes him into the wall.
No.
Yes. Sickening. Because you know what? You just hope for good luck every now and then. She doesn't like to say luck. Which I don't really either, but in a case like that.
Society has trained us into saying good luck. And if you believe in luck, that's fine. I believe in blessings.
Well, what do you say when it's bad luck?
It ain't bad luck.
What is it?
It is
Bad blessings?
It's the devil.
Okay, so the devil turned him into the wall.
Mm-hmm. The devil in the other person, maybe. I don't know. I don't know who he's racing. I'm not saying the devil's in you. I'm sorry. I'm just. Anyway, carry on.
Yeah, this is going way too far. He had bad luck, okay? So, then he had to, you just immediately get angered because he worked so hard to get to that point and he couldn't even make a lap. He couldn't even make a turn. And he
This
got
is in
slammed
the
into the wall.
qualifying?
The heat race, as I said. because the heat race determines where you start at in the main event.
Qualifying's before the heat race.
Yes.
You need to tell our viewers that. They may not know that.
Well, I just said the heat race determines where you start at the main event.
But people that may know a little bit about racing but don't know a lot about racing don't know you qualify, heat race, then main event.
Oh, okay.
So there you go.
He qualified and then was in the heat race. The qualifying wasn't that big of a deal. But we have to
Still
mention
part
it.
of the press.
So, then he was supposed to race in a B main, which is like your second chance, whatever, to get into the race. But thankfully, because he's leading in points, he got a provisional and was able to start the race without having to worry about tearing his car up to get to the front of the B main. So he started 25th. But he did make it up 12th, so. And there was no wrecks. His car is in one piece. One stressful moment was at 4 o'clock on Thursday, 4 o'clock on Thursday, I found out he's supposed to do his championship race that night. And I was worried I was going to miss it. But they canceled it. So I was fine about that. Okay. I think that was, my low. So you start with your low.
Okay, my low is one of my dear customers passed away this week, and I'm super sad.
And she wasn't just a dear customer of Ashley. I loved her too. She was
a dear
gracious
person to the salon.
Yes, she was always supportive and loving and kind and just, she will be so missed.
Oh my goodness, yes. I just pray and hope that she is in heaven and is now not sick. She's been sick for a little while, so. So that was my low.
She's not suffering.
Right. And we're supposed to rejoice when one believer goes on, even though it's very hard to do, our human side.
Selfishly, it's hard for us to accept it.
Yes, but the Bible tells us that we should rejoice when another one is added into heaven. So,
because that is a
a
good thing.
piece of me is very happy for her, but selfishly, I'm super sad, and I honestly don't even feel like it's hit me yet. But
It's not real.
yeah. So anyway, that was my low. One of my highs was the time change, and I love the time change.
That's my low. We're on lows, not highs. Is that your only low?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'm sure I can find some more, but
So
that
now
was
we
my main
transition to our highlights.
Sorry. Okay, my highlight is the time changed. So those of y'all that know me, and for those of y'all that don't, I love going to bed. I normally go to bed in between 8:30 and 9. In the summertime, when the sun's up till 9 o'clock, I don't go to bed at that time because the sun's up. So I go to bed like 9:30, sometimes 10. I don't like that. I'm not in my happiest at that moment. So now, when it's darker, earlier, I love it for the season, okay? It's cold. Well, it ain't really cold yet, but it's supposed to be cold. So when it's cold, you don't want to be outside anyway. Why not be inside? I've watched. Today's date is November 4th. I got to text Mandy. Happy birthday, Mandy. And,
Happy birthday, Mandy.
and
I don't know if you heard that. Happy birthday, Mandy.
they can hear you.
I just feel like y'all can't hear me.
So anyway, I have watched 2 Christmas movies already. Guess what? Christmas Vacation I watched last week. Last night, my boys watched Home Alone with me, and that made my heart so full, because normally,
that is so sweet.
it was so sweet. So,
I love that.
I have watched 2 Christmas movies. I'm listening to Christmas music. I'm carrying my Christmas mug that I carry out here. So I'm super excited about the time change. I'm going to bed at like 7:30 tonight. Not probably. I'm exaggerating.
She's not exaggerating. She probably will be ready for bed at 7:30 tonight. I just can't get my life together enough to do that.
I'm not saying I got my life together, but I mean, you don't play with my sleep. My son said one time in prayer request in Awana at church, was it a prayer request?
I don't know.
I can't remember. Anyway, so somebody come up to me afterwards and they were like, we know when not to mess with you. You don't wake mama up. She can get angry.
And I can too.
I'm not proud of that, but I do like to go to sleep.
My poor husband, he has learned, like at the dirt track, when I'm asleep, on the way home, because it's like 1 o'clock in the morning, I be getting mad when you wake me up. And I don't mean to. He's just trying to get me from one vehicle to the other, but I don't want to get up. So then I apologized to him the next day. I'm sorry I was mean to you while I was asleep.
I'm ill when you wake me up. I wish I wasn't, but I am.
I love to sleep.
Me too.
But I got other priorities too, so you know, it ain't easy being a mama and having a house and businesses and
Business. We don't have multiple than one. I wouldn't be able to handle it, okay?
I think we got at least 2 businesses.
What's the second one?
We got our hair business of us being a hairdresser and doing hair full time, along with
Salon owners. Oh my goodness.
I always said I own more than one business because that is 2 different businesses. It's 2 different jobs.
She's right. She's
It's a
exactly
lot.
right. I mean, I've never thought of it.
And
as
then you
being-
got your job as being a mama. That's a whole nother job. Okay? And then, you know, your job of being a wife. That's a whole nother job. It's a lot, you know? It's a lot. Taking care of your house. It's another job. I was doing that this morning at the gym. Y'all, let me tell y'all, I got my I feel like my house is spotless. Because you look at my kitchen, it's so clean and shiny. I even wipe down the walls.
Yeah.
You look over here in my living room, there ain't a toy in sight. I done even got under my couches and got the toys out.
Wow.
You look at my dining room table, it's wiped down, all the dishes are set
That
perfectly. Okay,
That's an accomplishment.
you ready for it though?
It makes you feel
Oh,
good.
that's like one area, right? You walk into my laundry room, there is laundry stacked almost to the ceiling from our camper. That's
Oh.
driving me crazy. And then you go down the hallway, you look at our bedrooms. Oh, it's awful.
Don't focus on the
Look at the
positive.
playroom.
Don't
Ugh.
focus on that.
I got my kitchen, living room, and dining room
That's all that
area.
matters.
That's clean. But you know what? When I get back home, I'll start. At least I feel good having a clean kitchen, right?
So yeah.
Yeah, that's a big step.
So those of you that are not campers, we love camping. I
Yes.
love it.
Yes.
Love it.
But it does work.
The laundry, when you get home,
We're at 20 minutes. We should probably wrap this up.
we're gonna wrap this up. The laundry is crazy. So, okay, let me tell you this. Okay?
Let me hear it.
So, as I was watching Home Alone last night, I had this thought. And think about when Macaulay Culkin and whoever all those other people are making this movie in the moment, in whatever year they were making it. When they were making that movie, they had no idea the impact it was going to have 30 years later, right? And so I'm sitting there watching that and I'm like, wow, that is super cool because people love this movie. Still was dressed like it at Halloween, 30 years later. So back to reality and how I kind of intertwine these is we have no idea how we impact people. I mean, influence people, whether it be for the good or for the bad, when we make bad choices or when we make good choices.
Yeah.
And that kind of helped me a little bit in my prayer life because a lot of times you're praying for things and you don't see the blessings of those prayers for years. But anyway, I don't know. The movie just kind of gave me a visual, like, keep praying. And our actions, what I do as a mother affects my child 30 years from now.
Yeah.
If I, have a temper and overreact in situations, which I like to say flip out, which I don't like that, it's very negative, but overreact in situations,
Which
that
we all do.
affects,
have our moments.
not just in this moment, it affects from now, and that affects 30 years from now. So anyway,
Because I feel like people just humanly, the human side of us really will hold on to negative more than positive. I mean, we do hang on to positive, but those negative moments will stick around. If you can keep them down here, it's good to.
Yeah.
'Cause it does linger.
So just encouragement. I mean, I was encouraged last night to that prayer you feel like you've been praying forever and it's gotten you nowhere. He is working behind the scenes. So keep praying. It may take 30 years to answer, but it's all in God's perfect timing. And
Our timing is never.
our actions, we got to be mindful of how we react to situations, especially, and that's where it hit me the most, especially in front of my child. Of course, I want to react good in front of other people too, but it really affects our children.
It does.
So I just wanted to share that. One more thing. So eventually we're going to have guests on our show. We know so many interesting people.
With interesting stories. And really, we have some of our stories of our own. So we will hit topics of those too.
Yes. So be looking. We don't know when. We don't have it planned out because we don't plan out any of this. But we will have guests on. We have a few people kind of in mind that we think are encouraging to other people and that have done things that are great and that they can teach us and
They've been through struggles.
yeah. And then there's a few that we've learned from that we would love for them to pass their knowledge on to y'all. So anyway, so that's coming up at some point.
Yeah. Okay. We're done?
I think so.
We're done. Goodbye
Peace out.
from the shy.
Goodbye from the Lee.
Goodbye from the ship.
The shy.
Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, my head looks like it's floating.
Is this the blue? I ain't got no rhythm. I don't
You're
remember.
gonna move your head without moving your shoulders.
I'm not gonna do
You're
this.
moving your entire body.